we going live? We're going live. All right, we are live. Yes, it is JR and Izzy, and we are live on the YouTube. We're still using this sort of camera angle included on the MacBook that blurs the background. Actually, the background isn't too bad. It's fairly clean in here, pretty well organized. But welcome, anybody. We'll actually give people a couple of minutes if they actually want to make their way into this live stream. And if you do make your way in, please do say hello. We would love to talk to you. So yeah, it's just me here on a Saturday afternoon, approaching Saturday evening, the last full day of summer. And we're here with this guy, Isidore, or as we like to call him, Izzy, or sometimes just Is. He is. Can you say hi to the people? You want to wave? Yeah. He's been a little cranky this afternoon, so we'll see how this goes. But yeah, I was mentioning on the podcast the other day, if you're not listening to our fabulous Vegas Tips and Tricks Drive Home podcast, think about it. We're on Podbean. If you can't find us, just shoot me a message on Messenger. Most of you are my Facebook friends, and I can clue you in on that. But so we're going to talk about Vegas 53, the trip where we missed this little guy a lot. And we're going to talk about the new YouTube channel that we have. So let's see who's on. I see we got Ronnie C and Scott. Scott, good to see you. I think the last time I ran into Scott was in the lobby at New York, maybe 2 years ago? I want to say it was, but I don't know. It must have just been just over a year ago because I think, well, you tell me, Scott. But anyway, so we're just live here this afternoon. Mom is working all weekend, overnight, so she is sleeping. Yes, he's looking up at Dad. I don't know why anyone would look up at Dad, but he is. There you go. Oh, look, he's happy. So yeah, I think we were in the process of checking out and ran into you, but hope you and your lovely wife are doing well. Hope, Ronnie, you are doing well. But yeah, we're just going to kind of recap. Maybe we'll recap Vegas 53 and some of the many people we connected with along the way. And just Ronnie showing up and Scott showing up just brings to mind one of the things about all of these trips to Vegas. It's always a little bit disappointing to me. And that is, let me see, I want to get all of the live chats. I don't want what YouTube considers to be the top chats, because anybody that comes in here and talks to me is a top chat as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, it's just like you go and you want as many people to come out to your events. You want as many people as you can to run into as many people as you can. And then in the end, you really don't get a chance to spend enough time with those folks. And that's the disappointing part. And, when I look back on this trip, some of the things I remember the most are those 5, 10, 15 minutes, maybe more, in some cases more. Obviously, I got to spend a lot of time with PJ, got to spend a lot of time with Andy. Mark and I spent a fair amount of time together. Had a little bit pretty close to one-on-one time with Matt Bridger. And I know the one night, Andy and I spent quite a bit of time talking to Diana and Gord. Then I spoke to Ashley and Carson. And now I got to look up the other couple that we met for the first time. We're gonna do it. We're gonna figure it out here. Also from Canada. Really nice people. I got actually during Mark Timber, got to spend quite a bit of time talking to Josh of Josh and Rachel fame. Everybody has been so great in terms of supporting the channel and befriending me. I just appreciate all of you so much. And I just feel like on these trips that a lot of times we end up letting some of these people down because you just do not get to spend enough time really enjoying their company. And I know just from my experience with the two people, I guess, that are in the chat, it looks like there might be somebody else in here. So if you're in here, please do say hello. That it's always disappointing not to be able to spend more time hanging out individually and getting to know people. I think it was a couple of years ago. I think Ronnie and I hung out at the same table at Mark Timber when it was over at Ellis Island, and I think Bonnie was there, and yeah, I got to spend a little bit of time with him then, and there's never enough time to spend all the time you'd like to spend with some of the great Vegas people that come out pretty much every year. I think I was talking to Mark the other day, and it looks like, Mark Timber 5 is going to be a very big deal because Mark will, I believe, be turning 50. So it's really kind of Mark Timber 5-0, kind of like Hawaii 5-0, if you remember that show. And if you do, you're old. I guess they brought it back a couple of years ago, didn't they? But it wasn't the same without Jack Lord and Bookham Dano and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, yeah. So so it looks like Labor Day next year is like on the 1st of September, 1st or 2nd. And so we're thinking about going out the following weekend this year, which would be Friday the 5th and Saturday the 6th. So that may end up being Mark Timber, John Timber next year. And that should be a much less expensive hotel stay, at least. And we'll see. That may be the next time Dad gets out there. What do you think, Izzy? Think Mom's going to let me sneak off in the spring for 3 or 4 days? We'll see. Yeah. So I was really happy, by and large, at least. I was really happy with the aftermath, I guess you would say, of my trip as far as comps. Got some really nice room comps from pretty much everybody. I'm thinking about going back the second week of March if it works out, and it might just be a quick 3-day trip. But yeah, definitely have some got a couple of room offers from, consider the source, but got some room offers from sorry, trying to figure out the chat here a little bit better. All right. Anyway, yeah. So got some room offers from MGM with both Luxor and Excalibur. Yeah, more of a Luxor guy, but with no resort fees. So I might have to check that out. Also got 2 nights stay at Palms with I think $40 worth of free play. Potentially up to 3 nights at Virgin. He's getting a little grumpy, but it's okay. I'll just love on him. Here, I'll love on the baby. That'll make him happy. Yeah. Yes, little guy. You okay, aren't you? You're okay, aren't you, buddy? Yes, you're okay, aren't you, sweetheart? But yeah, I think I have rooms at Rio as well. I'm not that excited by that. And anything I can book through Caesars will be resort fee free because I did make Diamond on this past trip. I wish I had actually gambled more the second day. Shh, little guy. Little guy. Say hello to your fans. Here, let's flip you around. I'm going to say hello to your fans. Izzy, look. People love you. Wave at the people. They love you. He eats in about, 45 minutes. So he really shouldn't be hungry, but he's been kind of grumpy today. So who knows? But yeah, so it looks like plenty of opportunities, at least next year, to get some free rooms. So if the spring doesn't work out, we'll definitely be back, I think, in the fall, and definitely do Mark Timber, John Timber again. Definitely would like to be there for Mark's 50th. So, I mean, people have been wagering on whether he would make it to 50, and apparently he will. Yeah, there we go. Hey, Scott saying hi, Izzy. You want to say hi, Scott? Yeah? Yeah, you still need to meet my cousin, Scott. Yeah. He's a good guy too. So yeah. All right. Well, that seems to have calmed him down a little bit, Scott. So yeah, but not too much. No. But yeah, no, it was a great, great trip. I would say one of my top 10%, certainly 20% favorite Vegas trips ever. Um, because we just did so much. And I know, I know in the past that I have encouraged people not to overplan. And I don't think we overplanned on this trip, but we did pretty much every day have something specific that we were going to do, whether it was John Timber, Mark Timber, the Gypsies party, the downtown casino thing, the Aces game. We had something about every day, and I do think that gave us a good amount of structure. Otherwise, I do have a tendency to just lay in bed until like 9 a.m. and then drink a bottle of Fireball, yeah, and go back to bed or watch like 8 episodes of Full House or something. Yeah, yeah. He loves his dad most of the time. Well, he loves his mom too, but mom is not available at the moment. So anyway, yeah, so it was a really, really good trip. I enjoyed it. Probably, I would say really 53 trips, it's in the top five, you know. Yeah, it was really a lot of fun. I really enjoyed well, really the last couple of days. On the second, when we went downtown and did the casino crawl, went to Oscars, which is awesome. If you've never eaten at Oscars at Plaza, I would recommend it. It is really, really good. It's expensive, but it's not the most expensive steak place you can get. And I thought the people there were really nice and really enjoyed it. And I would say if we go back and do another downtown casino crawl, that we probably, oh, I know, little guy. I know, little guy. It's okay. He's getting disgruntled, but he's been disgruntled anyway, so we might as well just keep him on board. But yeah, that was awesome. Had a great time doing that. And then somehow at the end of the night, I ended up at Carnival Court having a pickle dip. I don't really recommend ending your day that way. I'm going to blame Cinnamon and Mark for that. 'Cause I'm pretty sure that's how I got roped into that insanity. But no, it was a lot of fun. And then the final day I was there, ended up, unfortunately, Mark decided to fly home, but I understand. I kind of wanted to myself. But PJ and I went up to Fountain Blue and got to hang out with Matt Bridger. I'd never met Matt before. Didn't really know what to expect. Matt was absolutely delightful. He spent a lot of time with us. We had a few Budweisers, just as you would expect us to do. And then we did kind of an impromptu group pull with my friends Diana and Gord, who wanted to meet Matt. And who's giving us thumbs down? Well, that's not very nice. But I don't know what that was about. But anyway, yeah. So great fun hanging out with Matt and PJ, and then we ended up going to Palms for a while, and I played quite a bit there. I actually had a little bit of luck at Palms, and so thank goodness. But and then we went to the Aces game, which was also a lot of fun up at T-Mobile. So definitely recommend all of those things if you get around to it. I know. I think I was probably less a fan of Fontainebleau than most people. Had absolutely no luck when I was playing there, and I never did use my $100 food credit. I think it was because I knew I wasn't going to get. Well, it was the last day. We were thinking about going and having some lunch, but we didn't end up doing that. So but no, that was a lot of fun. And obviously, all of the Mark Timber, John Timber, Slot Gypsy stuff was fun too. But sometimes it seems like the more organized the event is, the more disorganized it is, if that makes any sense. The more things that can go wrong. And obviously, for my own event, I didn't even show up. Izzy, would you like Binky? Little Binky for Izzy. Izzy. A, B, C. This is what you deal with. You have a little guy. You haven't had a little guy before. This is what you deal with. But no, no, it was a great time. And like I always say, I'm very thankful to my wife and her mom for making it possible because really, um, you know, her coming up here and helping with him is the only way I could possibly have gone. But so he's getting a little disgruntled, as I say. Mom always thinks it's funny when I say he gets disgruntled, but he does. But no, so the other thing is we do have a new YouTube channel. And look, God, I can never remember exactly what it's called. So let me pull it up here. If you are, let's see here, home, let's see here. Yeah, it's called Finding Your Connections, a genealogy channel. If you're friends with me on Facebook, it's I posted a link to it yesterday afternoon. Oh, it's okay, little guy. You're okay. Um, but um, but yeah, so um, yeah, so check it out. I think we have 7 subscribers by now. There's no content yet, but we'll probably, maybe I don't know, maybe in the next couple of days, the boy and I will do a little bit. Oh, I know, sweetheart. Maybe we'll do a little live, just kind of introducing what we're talking about. The reason I call it Finding Your Connections is because it's, to me, the great thing about genealogy is connecting to people. And there's so many people that I grew up around. Oh, Izzy, little boy, who turn out to be relatives or friends of my parents who turn out to be relatives. And you just discover so much when you actually look into your past and the past of friends. I've had it's a mixed blessing. Sometimes you can look and find so much good information on people. My friend Andy and my friend Kevin, I've had so much luck looking up their information on Ancestry, but not as much with a couple of other people that I've tried. Hi, Evie. Say hi to the friend. Hi to the people. Say hi, sweetheart. He's been grumpy. He needs a nap. He really needs a nap. He doesn't want to take a nap. Oh, honey, it's okay, sweetheart. Daddy love you. Daddy love you. It's okay. All right, so we should probably wrap this up because he is not a happy little guy right now. But yeah, we'll probably be back on the Finding Connections channel, and so subscribe to that if you would like. And yeah, otherwise we're gonna go back to watching college football, which is very depressing because every week Kansas finds a new way to lose and ends up doing something stupid at the end of both the first and second half. And so we need a new team, I guess. But all right, guys. All right, baby. All right, baby. Say goodbye to everybody. You gonna say goodbye? Can you wave? All right. We did actually upload a few videos from the trip yesterday, a couple of room tours, and a little. All right. A little like photo montage of the trip, but good to see you, Scott. Good to see you, Ronnie. Anybody else that stopped in, hey, if you watch this later on, give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. In the meantime, I'm going to comfort this guy. It's almost time for his dinner. And we'll see y'all again real soon. All right. Good night, guys. All right. Say goodbye. Bye.